Good evening. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of You Shall Know the Truth, and the truth shall set you free. I'm your host, Brother Givenson, and you are tuned in to the podcast that we speak nothing but the raw truth, and we hope that it will set you free from all strongholds and oppressions. So today, our topic of discussion today is the strength that lies within family. Today, the family nucleus is under more attack than it has ever been in society, the Western world, globally, Asia, India. It's under attack worldwide. And what people don't understand is that family is the bonding glue of society, of a country, of a nation. Why is that? Because within family, traditions, morals, values, heritage, legacy, history is preserved. So when you have an attack, global attack on the family structure, it will affect all things from economics, it will affect education. Ultimately, it will affect society. It will affect the nation, the country, the community. As we see today, there is no sense of community. People are moving, are living like nomads in tiny homes and all that, and there is no community. Community, which the sense of community, which knits people together, where you live somewhere in a community and everybody knows your name. You know everybody's parents. We're like family, an extended family. You know the saying that says it takes a village to raise a child. And today, our children have lost that. That's why today, as you look at the family, you're looking at this generation, the marriage rate has plummeted. And guess what else that affects? That affects their morals, their values. Today, no one knows right from wrong. Everybody is living, do as thou wilt. If that floats your boat, then float it. But is that the way people from my generation and before, my grandparents, my parents, your grandparents, your parents that's watching me today, was that how we were raised? I remember growing up where no matter what the family was occupied with, we would make it home for dinner, where we would sit and have a meal together. Okay, no matter what it was, we had a meal together. And during that time on the table, we would socialize. We would ask each other, how was your day? How is school? How is work? And that way we were bonding. And I'm going to take that a step further. Statistics show during those days, the marriage rate was higher. The college graduate rate was higher. Morals were more intact and values. Traditions were kept. And family history and legacy would exist longer. We are as strong as our weakest link. So when we are separated, we are easy to be conquered. Divide and conquer is the biggest strategy, tactic in warfare. So the family nucleus is essential to the building blocks and foundation of a nation, a society, our children. Today we have a bunch of children that are from single parent homes. And is no knock on our sisters, because our brothers dropped the ball. Where, for whatever reason it may have been, or is, they're not in the home to co-parent with our sisters. So you have a bunch of children that are being brought up today by grandmothers, by aunties, by mothers, and there is no male figure, role models, accessible to these young men, especially the young men. So guess what happened? It creates a perpetual cycle of devastation, family devastation, where now today, a child, and the statistics show this, a child that has come from a single parent home, there are 2 times less likely to get married. So that's why today, when you look at the children today, the young adults, they are choosing to pursue career more than family. And guess what that does? It affects the birth rate. It affects population. We must sit back and wonder, is this propaganda? Was this programmed into society today? We must think about these things, because at the same time, where we seeing the devastation of family, we seeing a rise in options, medical options, of not having children. So, as individuals, as a society, as a nation, well, the Western world that we're living in, we must sit back and think about this. Because today, marriage is under attack. Family is under attack. Our children are under attack. Our children are being raised by technocrats, by social media. They are no longer being raised by the values and morals and traditions of their family. So guess what that does? That affects the heritage. And ultimately, that will affect legacy. And it will affect wealth, generational wealth. Because if, as an entrepreneur or a hardworking person or investor or an educated person that went out and you've been successful in life, if you do not have children, what happens to your wealth? What happened to your legacy if you do not have children? So these are things that we must think about, okay? Because ultimately, it is an attack. on the family nucleus, us as individuals, education, finances. It isn't attacked. So we must think about this and revisit, where have we gone wrong? That today, family is not the foundation of our communities, our lives, our nation. So that is the word that I had to bring to you guys today. Family is essential. Blood is thicker than water. No matter what differences you may have within a family, but we must always remember, a family will be there for you when a stranger will not, because we are bound by blood. Okay? So that's the word I had to bring for you today. So any of us that has a family member that we haven't reached out to today, because I know how disconnected we may become, where now people barely pick up a phone and call their loved ones. It's either a text or a voice. Pick up the phone. Call a loved one that you haven't spoken to in a while. Ask them how they're doing. Tell them how much you care for them. Because life is short, and we do not want to regret this precious gift when we lose it, which is family. Till next time, I'm your brother, Givenson. Please subscribe, like, and share this podcast with your friends and family. Till next time, peace.